Hello my fabulous friends, it is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters and thank you for joining me for a Kitaholic Kits design team layout. So for this layout, I decided to create my own little watermelon. So I cut him out using some of the gorgeous pattern papers that were part of the kit, and I just stitched around his edges in black hand stitching just to help him pop off the page. You can also see that I've done a hand stitching black border. It just sort of ties all that hand stitching in and it gives my page a frame. I am using 3 super cute little photos of my Thomas gobbling up some watermelon, and I have backed each of those photos. I've put them on a white mat, and then I've just got a little bit of complementary paper colors just to help again add some more color to this beautiful bright and shiny layout that's going on here, using all those summer vibes, even though it's not quite summer here in Australia. And really just helping those photos to pop away from that striped paper. I absolutely adore that striped paper, but I didn't want my photos to get lost in amongst the beautiful pattern there. I wanted them to pop off. And I know that sounds really bizarre, that adding more pattern paper would help them come off, but because that pattern paper is more like a block of color, it does help those photos differentiate from the stripes behind it. So here I am popping those up on foam dots, and just making sure they're all securely stuck down. You can see I had a large piece of foam underneath my watermelon. Thank you, the beautiful Adele, for sending that to me. You are an absolute legend who spoils me rotten with all of your love and kindness and attention. Now, I decided on my last photo, sort of I was going to say the nicest photo of Thomas. That's just a bizarre thing to say. They're all nice photos. But where he's looking right at the camera and he doesn't quite have his watermelon shoved right in his face, I decided I would use some beautiful floral pattern paper to back that one and to have it the one that was on top. I feel like it sort of made that photo stand out just that little bit more as sort of the main centerpiece. So you can see I've already sort of planned ahead a little bit of what the bits and bobs are I would like to use. And I often try and do this just to get my ideas in order. When I'm using sticker sheets, I get worried that the stickers are going to stick to the wrong thing or stick to my paper. So I do just pile them on top of my thickers where there's a little bit of plastic and I know that they will come off. I don't always use absolutely everything I pull out and plan to use, but it saves me from having to dig back through my stash too much later. Of course, I do dig back in there if I feel like I'm missing something, but most of the time I've planned it out in my head enough that I've kind of got all the bits and bobs that I want. So I'm just going to make 3 little embellishment clusters today, with this first one being down here with that super cute bunny rabbit. He is so cute. And then I'm going to do one on each side of my photo, as you can see there. So up on the top right of my photo and the top left of my photo as well. Cutting that little flower in half, it was a bit too big and there was no point in wasting half of it underneath the photograph. I can use that other half at another stage. Gosh, it took me such a long time to be brave enough to cut up and use my embellishments like that, but it is such a big thing because now I have 2 flowers to use instead of just 1, and you will notice that I do get the other half of that little pink circle flower onto the page later on in this layout. You can see my super cute title, You Are Amazing. I just love the font of these stickers. I think they're super versatile. Vicky's handwriting is just so much fun, and I really love the sentiments that she has used. I feel sometimes the sentiments are a bit difficult to put with all your everyday photos, but I feel like with Vicky's, they could just be used on any layout. They're so easy to use, which I love. I was really torn with this one, whether to use these phrase thickers, or whether to use my actual thickers and call it like Watermelon Man or something like that. But in the end, I went with You Are Amazing because he totally is. And I think it suits his little personality. Again, I think I've said this before, or I will be saying it again in my next video. I just love all of those beautiful colored dots and the gold, pops of gold. I think that totally makes these thickers, having all of those gorgeous bits and bobs included in the thicker set. It is so much fun. So you can see now that I'm sneaking on that other half of that circle flower. No point in putting it to waste. And just deciding where all my other bits and pieces are going to go. A few more watermelons, because you can never have enough watermelons on a watermelon page. Some of those are the puffy stickers from the Splash sticker set, but I also fussy cut some of those watermelons off the pattern paper as well. So don't forget to fussy cut off your paper, guys. Those cutter parts are sometimes really difficult to use, but fussy cut them up and you are ready to go with extra embellishments. Friendly reminder. Sometimes we forget. Finishing up my layout with some gold splatters, and this baby is done. I love the way this one came together. I think that striped pattern paper really helps it. You can imagine how plain and boring this one would be if it was backed just on plain white paper. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Again, I am still on that stitching bandwagon, and I cannot wait to see you all next time. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful week.